I want all of you boys to be able to look me straight in the eye one more time and say, "Are we having fun or what?" Hey, you!
Huh?
You don't feel that?
I feel like a little worm on a big hook.
You're like a little worm on a big hook. Well, boy, your mama must be damn proud of you.
I just want to hang out.
No big deal.
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another YoJoeJerk toy review. I'm your host, the Great Mandrake. And today, we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Quick Kick. Alright, people, and I hope you brought your motherfucking fudgy bars, cause here we fucking go. Alright, we get a look at the character and all included accessories. Nice little portrait of Luke Hang over there. On this side of the box, your 116, your QR code, and your useless battle stats. On this side of the box, we get an extended look at the artwork. I love this, he looks straight out the cartoon. 116. On the back of the box, we get a nice look at Quick Kick making his Zoolander face. Storm Shadow action. Shuriken action. Kung Fu pants. Battle stats, legal mush. On the bottom of the box, you get your legal mush and your barcode. Alright, it's Excalibur time, so let's open this shit up. Cut, pop. And that shit was like the alien, it was trying to get me. Alright, pull out game, here we go. Oh, and we're gonna get a quick look at all the shit he comes with, and that's it. See you at the table. Alright, let's take a look at this figure. I am digging what I'm seeing. I like the hair, the headband. The face looks pretty much spot on to the cartoon. His lips aren't overdone. I like the eyebrows. The bandana's really good. If we get in close, though, some of the bandana paint got on the hair, but big deal. And speaking of the hair, let's take a look. I like the headband. Looks good so far. Everything's sculpted good. This is just fixed onto his head. It's part of the sculpt. All right, and down to the feet. And I mean feet. These things are sculpted so good. They rock back and forth, no problem. So you can get them into a lot of kicky poses. Goes up, goes down. Speaking of which, he's got a peg in his foot, and holy shit, they sculpted the bottom of his foot. That looks so real. Yeah, and down at the shin, it moves back and forth, so you can get him into a big old kick and then push that down, so it looks good. Up here on the pants, this looks all brand new. We get this nice paint application up here, looks great. And yeah, it's pretty basic, but it's really cool. Same thing on this leg. Around to the back, nothing crazy going on. The knees bend really well. Up here at the waist, this is a brand new diaper with a built-in belt, so it's all one piece. I really like that they're connected so it doesn't float around. Belt is very reminiscent of the vintage version. We got pouches and we got nunchuck holders on the back. Around to the side, just all that texture, a little bit of paint right there. And up to the torso, I think this is just a Zartan body underneath. He looks jacked as shit. His Chinese star bandolier is not a part of the body, so it's floaty. You can see all the texture in there. Little ninja stars in the pockets. That looks great. All the way around down to the back. We get more of that texture and sculpting. And I like how they did the bandolier instead of just that one thing that went over the vintage's shoulder. This is very cool. Up at the shoulder, he has butterfly joints. They move just as you'd expect them to. Same thing with the arms. I don't think these are anything new. Down to the hands, same thing here. So overall, this is really solid. I really like this. And it breaks up the monotony of all the army shit that we've been getting lately. I like getting the ninjas. I think it's fun. Plus, he's just classic, man. I loved him in the cartoon. So we're gonna go over accessories a little different this time. I'm just gonna point them out and then we'll throw them on the figure and you'll see what it looks like there. So first up, we're gonna take a look at the head sculpt, the extra one. And this thing is great. The paint's good. He's got that Bruce Lee face. I'm down with that. This is really cool. I like the windswept hair for fighting motion. Next up, we have this red backpack, and I don't know why they decided to go in this crazy red, but for some reason, I kind of like it. Has storage for the swords, nice little sculpt. It looks all brand new to me, so this is fun. Next up, we get 2 punchy hands, and then we get 2 karate chop hands. Over here, we get nunchucks, and these actually are the same ones that came with nunchuck, but they're painted and they look really good, and they're a little bit more pliable, so these are fun. I dig them. And here we have his swords, and I know we've gotten this thing with somebody else because I remember the tip of the sword having the little lion head on there, if you could see it. But overall, it's painted really nice in a metallic silver, got the brown handle, and yeah, these are fun. And last but not least, the best accessory in G.I. Joe Classified, the motherfucking fudgy bar. And yeah, it's got its red wrapper, some foil, little chocolate squares, and on the back just more foil. This is amazing. All right, so I'm gonna add the accessories. We're gonna pop his head first. That came off really easy, and we're gonna put the new one in there. And here he is with windswept hair. Ooh, looks really good. Digging this. And here he is with a chopping hand and a fist, and these are just so good. Look at that. He's ready for a kung fu fight if I've ever seen one. Here he is with some nunchuck action, and here he is with the fudgy bar. Fits in his hands perfectly and looks awesome. So much fun. And here he is with one of the swords in his hands. He's a little posed out so you can see how far you can go with him. He is just so awesome. All right, so the backpack just ports right in there. Oh. All right, so the backpack is a little bit of a fight, and there you go. It's on there, looks good. It makes sense now with the bandolier and everything holding it up. Sword storage, boop, boop. And there you go, the swords look great in there. All right, and just like nunchuck, you can take the nunchucks and just jam them in there, and they fit perfectly. Here's what the nunchucks look like on the back. Fit in there perfectly, look awesome. And I did forget one accessory. It's the flying ninja star thing. I think it's pretty fucking stupid, but whatever. Looks good, got a little silver paint and then just outlines on the other side. Looks nice. And looks extra silly in his hands. There you go. That's what it's supposed to look like. He's like, oh, I'm flicking it at you, I'm flicking it at you. And no place to store it, so whatever. And I'm afraid to say there is no fudgy bar storage, so be very careful. And for size comparison, we have him with nunchuck and Spirit, and here we have him with Gung Ho and Snow Jorb. And last up, we have him with Storm Shadow and Dr. Meatball Vendor. So at the end of the day, and my final thoughts on this figure are, I'm a big fan of Quick Kick, always have been. He's one of those Joes that I just never lost, so I had Quick Kick forever. He's always been on my squad. His accessories are great, the fudgy bar, the swords, the nunchucks, the backpack, everything is great. So I'm giving this guy a 10 out of 10. I know I can't believe it, but I fucking love this figure. And that's all I got this time, people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next review. Holy shit, you made it through the video? Don't forget to like, share,